there's a few things. I think like the hardest thing at the moment is that like Ramona is a like interesting talking topic in track and field, but but the people that are against it are unable to contextualize what happens. So, for example, like the 68 that I did in Melbourne, I had a 35k tailwind, and which just pushes the disc into the ground, so it makes it really difficult to throw far. So I was in 71 meter form with no wind in itself. So, and you turn that wind around, then that's where you get even more meters. So it's this weird game of how the conditions can affect the throw, and because there's such an aerodynamic part of the throw, it can become a big factor in the distance. Get to Ramona, where the peak, like our peak, also kicked in. I believe like the first weekend, the first comp that I did in Ramona, where I went 72, the wind was quite light, just like a gentle breeze off the right, which was not like good conditions. So, which reflected, I was like, all right, well, I'm in about 71 meter shape with dead still, and yeah, conditions held to 72, so that kicked off the weekend really well. But the awesome thing about Ramona is everyone goes, oh well, it's always the wind, but it's not really that. It's the wind helps, but Ramona allows us to access it in a way that's more consistent, and you're not hoping for luck at every different comp. We got to the Thursday, I was even in better shape. I would say there was one throw that I didn't hit well on the wind, but just absolutely went. Probably one of the best throws of my life, which went about, I think it was 73 mid. Sunday came, and yeah, same thing. Like the conditions were great. It was a good competition, and the fun thing about Ramona is that it's a great atmosphere. Like everyone, there's a whole feeling of everyone's coming here to throw far. If you want to do well, you've got to throw far, and there's no reason why you can't throw far. So in that at any point I never had the world record. So Miklos broke it before I did, and then by the time I threw my 74, 78, the world record was already 75, 56. So at that point I never had it. But the thing that stood out the most for me, and hence the reason my reaction was so cold to the throw, was because I realized that it's more about the head-to-head than it is about the distance for me. So whether it's 75 or whether it's 65, like either you win or you don't. So that was really apparent after that weekend. Yeah, like we're actually good mates. Like after Brussels in Diamond League final last year, like obviously took the win, and we had a laugh, and I said to him like, thanks for a great season, and he said the same, and then we went out and had a heap of beers after and celebrated the year, and we're both very appreciative of having each other as good competitors. Going into that last round, he said I was holding my breath so much because I knew you had the capability to do it, just unfortunate. Lucky for me that I didn't get to do it. Lucky for me that you didn't do it today. So, yeah. So like that's the relationship that we have.